Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are joining in from. If you're here with me, I would love that if you can, just drop a comment in the comment section, a like. Let me know that you have joined me. And then please, you can tell others that it has started. Open house with Dr. Lola. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. Like I said, we're going to be looking at different questions that has been sent in. Open house with Dr. Lola. It's a forum. This should be our fourth, yes, where people send in their questions in area of business, career, finances. Even we have people that send in questions in family, whatsoever. And it is just for us to get possible and probable answers to these questions and these concerns. So I'm going to go right into the very first question that we have. Please tell others, tell your friends to join in, and we're going to have a very good time together. So just join in. You can drop a like, comments, questions in the chat box, and I would see it. Again, 1 minute break, and then we'll come back and dive straight into the questions. It is all about. Thank you. I can see that two more people have joined in. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I will just go into the questions that has been sent in already. I'll just go into the questions that have been sent in. Like I said, we're going to have a good time together this afternoon. Okay, so the very first question I have here, like I said, Open House with Dr. Lola is a forum where people send in their questions anonymously, and we provide answers, probable or possible answers. And this has been going on. This is the fourth edition this year. Okay, so the very first question I have here says, how do I build a savings culture? How do I build a savings culture? Um, well, for me, finance is one of the areas that I'm so passionate about. And this question is something that I love so much, because for me, savings with investment is what builds wealth. But now the question is, how do I build a savings culture? So this person is saying, I don't just want to do it once in a while. I want a situation whereby I am consistently saving. I'm consistently saving, wants to make it a habit. So how then do you build a savings culture? Now, what I'm going to say, the very first thing is be disciplined. In one of my books, I have 4 finance books, 2 for adults and 2 for children. My Pot of Gold and From Shares to Wealth for adults. For children, Bisola Visits Her Grandmother and Bisola and the Colorful Jars. One of the things I wrote inside Bisola Visits Her Grandmother, which talks about making money, managing money, and multiplying money, is that discipline is key if you need to manage money. So the first thing I'm going to say, to build a savings culture, you have to be disciplined. Thank you so much. I can see the reactions. Thank you. You have to be disciplined. It's very, very crucial and critical. You can't be talking about being disciplined. And I said, for you to build a savings culture, you have to be disciplined. Discipline is very, very crucial and very, very important. I'm trying to remember whether I read it or I heard it somewhere, where it says that for something to become a habit, you need to do it every time for at least 21 days. So what I'm going to say is, you have to be disciplined to build a savings culture. That's the very first thing. Number two, you have to be consistent. Now, building a savings culture is something you have to be doing all the time. You have to be consistent. Now you're earning, for example, 5,000. From that 5,000, start with taking aside a percentage. If you can take aside the minimum of 10%, good. But if you cannot, just take something aside. It means you have to be consistent. Consistency helps to build culture. So you need to be consistent, taking aside something every time. Very important. And also, I'm going to talk about self-control. I'm going to talk about the fact that you need to learn to control your gratification. Yes, let me put it that way. There's what we call delayed gratification. It's something also that helps in building a savings culture. Yes, you want to enjoy life, very good, but you also must think about tomorrow. You must think about your financial independence, financial security, financial freedom. So it means that you need to be able to delay gratification today for a better tomorrow. You cannot but make savings a habit, make it a culture. So for the person that sent in this question, I'm saying you need to be disciplined, you need to be consistent, and you need to learn to delay gratification. Of course, I am open for one-on-one consultation, so feel free to drop in a message, drop in questions, and if you want one-on-one consultation, I'm always available for that. Now, I have this other question that says, what opportunities are available? Okay, so I don't know whether the person is asking, um, sorry. Okay, so I wouldn't know whether the person is asking questions, opportunities with regards to finances or other areas. But I must say that there are lots of opportunities available if it's for investment. There are a lot of opportunities available. Um, so if it's investment, be sure that there are so many opportunities available. I will talk about that. I think there's another question with regards to that. Now, do you help with investments? Yes, I'm a finance and management consultant. I'm a coach, a life coach. I'm a personal psychologist. I'm an author of 7 books. So I do help with investments. I help with investment advice if you need one. And of course, investments, several vehicles, several portfolios. I'm also one of the women that we have, regular, conversations. That's women winning with money. So you can be very sure that if you need help in the area of finance, whether personal finance, whether business finance, I'm very, very available for that. I will talk about different investment opportunities, but I want to look at other questions that I have that was